Welcome back, Frogboy X1 Gaming. Happy Easter. Freaking awesome, man. I got some candy today. I was having fun. Uh, Hanging out with the family, giving the pig a bath. Yeah, giving the pig a bath. We literally have a pig. We are taking him to a farm tomorrow. So it's kind of sad around here, but he needs more room. He needs more room to hang out. So we are taking him to a new home. We've had him for like 5 years now, 6 years. So yeah, it's going to be kind of sad to see him go. But yeah, but other than that, to get my mind off of it, let's talk about that PlayStation hype, man. Whatever happened to all that PlayStation hype that we were supposed to be getting? All this amazing games and content that we're going to be showering us with those high quality $70 experiences. I thought they were supposed to be here already. I don't know what happened, man. Like all of a sudden it was like, oh, I do know what happened. Elden Ring happened. Elden Ring freaking came out and put those games right in their place. So now you don't hear anybody talking about them. It's kind of weird, man. I thought they were supposed to speak for themselves. What's up, Gaming Fire? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get this freaking party started. Let's hang out. I know you guys are probably sitting over there at your mother-in-law's or your parents' house or somewhere. Everybody's talking about like real life, and you just want to talk about video games. So I decided to help you out, man. We could talk about video games. Just put in a headphone, pretend you're listening to what they're saying. We'll have some fun, man. We'll talk about some video games. So today I've been playing around on the PC today, a lot actually. Kind of checking things out. Had it hooked up to the 4K TV, and I was like, man, just checking some things out. It's it's pretty interesting, man. It's a lot easier to navigate the PC than one would think. Than one would think. It definitely has a place if you're a gamer. Um, I don't think I would ever recommend not having a console though. Just especially right now, man. These new consoles, man, they're pretty dang good. So the reason why I'm saying that is I put Forza Horizon 5 on the PC, and I'm playing it on my 4K TV, and I'm looking at that, and I'm playing it at 60 frames, and I'm playing, I'm getting pretty close to 60 frames with literally maxed out everything. And um being able to play that at like 60 with maxed out everything at 4K resolution. I mean, dude, the Xbox Series X is pretty freaking close, man. Like you do get a little bit better shadows, I believe, a little bit better reflections, stuff like that. It just feels, but my gosh, dude, the Series X is so freaking close. It's not even funny. I love the Xbox, but the problem is they lack a beautiful narrative games, unfortunately. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess if like first party studio games having a narrative game out there is like your must have, man, I don't know, dude. I've got countless third party games on my Series X that are really good narrative driven games, man. Like they're just it just sucks that I see. I don't even, dude. I don't even like, man. We did this stream yesterday. I just don't really care that much about first party games. There's just so much other better stuff out there, that like that keeps my attention. I buy. Okay, listen to this. I buy the first party games mainly out of mainly out of curiosity, because I usually feel like, those ones are the ones that are really going to take advantage of the console and really going to, do their best to really show you the power. Most of the time, I really do kind of feel like first party games are tech demos. And that's kind of the way I feel when it comes to PlayStation games. They're like really over the top, really story heavy, really graphic-y. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying those are like one and done experiences, man. Like, you guys tell me, like, seriously, what are your ultimate favorite games? Like, literally, what is your, like, think about everything you've ever played and tell me what exactly is your number one favorite game that you've ever played. I mean, 9 times out of 10, it is not going to be a console exclusive. It's going good. Delusional Grandeur, really good. What Xbox games you waiting the most? I'm just waiting for the one I'm really waiting for is Starfield. What's up, Dog Will? Love my Series X. Yeah, just smile. I think that Starfield's probably, but I used to love Bethesda games before Xbox bought them. So either way, I was gonna buy Starfield regardless. So that's the and technically now it is an Xbox game. So yeah, that's probably the one I'm waiting for. Forza Motorsport, obviously, because I'm a racer. If they have that, if they announce that and it does come out this year, you bet your bottom dollar I will pick that up. Sure, I'm hoping that Starfield is amazing. If not, Redfall. I like the idea of vampires, so I'm excited about Redfall, but I'm not as excited about Redfall as I am like Starfield or Forza. Forza, I want to see what Forza can do. What I really am looking for is a racer, built like Forza Motorsport, Gran Turismo. I just want it to raise the bar on visuals now. I want it to raise the bar on visuals, maybe performance. I mean, if we got like Forza Horizon or Forza 7 with 120 FPS, like I would literally probably be okay with that. You know what I mean? Oh man, is MBG doing this live stream right now too? Forza's amazing still. Yeah, Forza 7 solid. Still looks amazing. Replace looks pretty sweet. Side scrolling indie title. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Is that thing already out? I thought Replaced was already out, man. It was earlier. Oh, I see. They're like, Xbox. Well, I'm sorry. I do the little clickbait to get everybody in here, and then we probably won't even talk about PlayStation, dude. I don't really care about their hype. Replace does look amazing. Does it have the date yet? Comes out later this year. Day one Game Pass. Nice. See, Game Pass is amazing. I actually was sitting there and I was playing a little bit more of that Lost and Random today. I don't think that's a game that I'm gonna play, but it does look pretty interesting. I have an Xbox Series X, but very interested to get a PS5, but only solution is to sell my Xbox. What do you think? Do whatever you think is best for you, man. I think they're both great consoles. If you want a PlayStation, get a PlayStation. If you want an Xbox, get an Xbox. If single player story games are your thing, you'd probably be better off with a PlayStation, man. Game Pass is very incredible. I think you can get more value out of Game Pass than you can out of buying, like the $70 games, but that's just me, man. Like I care that you can. I like Game Pass because that means you get to play games like I get to play games. So I think Game Pass is good and everybody should have Game Pass. But if you're, just smile. If you're one of those kind of gamers that can literally play through a one and done game like a bunch of times, yeah, dude, get a PlayStation, man. If that's what you want, man, like I'm not going to tell you shouldn't do it, and I'm not going to tell you should keep it if you're not happy with the console you have. But I don't know. Game Pass is incredible. Xbox fanboy ready to report duty, sir. Xbox fanboy. I'm the newest Xbox shill channel, brah. I need you to respect me. So I got 2 checks when I started this YouTube channel. PlayStation sent me a check, Xbox sent me a check. Only one of them cashed. It was the Xbox one. I'm just joking. Yeah, it was because of all the money I save when I download games on Game Pass, man. It's like getting a check from Microsoft every month. I'm like, woohoo. I'm like, dang, man, I got another check from Microsoft. I kind of feel like Just Smile might just be here to troll a little bit, man. Oh man, I don't know. I heard that trash guy put in his place on the last cast. Someone called him out on all his Game Pass lies. Oh, what, MBG? I don't know, man. I hear there's some interesting stuff going on in the neighborhood with Jaffe. I haven't seen any of it yet. Like I don't really I don't really care, but I'm like, whoa, man, talking about that game is just it's just a DLC. It is a DLC, man. They could have made that a freaking DLC. They could have made God of War a DLC, man. They could have done that. That's probably what it should have been. Instead of making a whole nother, I mean, like, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is over 160 hours long. Over 160 hours long, man. You're trying to tell me that the God of War's 30-hour story couldn't have been stretched out another 20 hours, bro? You're trying to tell me they couldn't have done another 20 hours and made it a complete game? Because you know you're going to get into that game. It's going to be another 20 hours. Another 20 hours, man. You're going to pay $70 for another 20-hour game when they could have just made it a DLC and made everybody happy. But man, dude, if that really is the case, I'll be so irritated with PlayStation, man. If I get through God of War Ragnarok in like 25 hours, I'm going to be pretty bent, dude. I'm going to be pretty bent because I want these PlayStation first party experiences to be worth the money. I want to be immersed in them. I want to play them for a while. I'm sick and tired of getting these one and done experiences that have no desire, that I have no desire to go back into those worlds and play around. And I'll tell you what, man, God of War 2018 was my least favorite God of War because I like to explore open worlds, and it was just like, whatever, man. This is pretty done. This is pretty done after you beat it. It's pretty done. Having beautiful narrative games is great and all, but what about replayability? That's something PlayStation hasn't really mastered yet. Yeah, they don't really have. Yeah, they do not have replayability over there, man. Like they got pretty great one and done games, but it's like, man, dude, do you really want to pay $70 to watch a movie or to play a movie, bro? Like, seriously? Save so much money from Game Pass. Oh yeah. Sony check bounced. That $2 trillion debt. Yeah, dude, that check did not go through, man. That check did not go through. That round table versus Jaffe is toxic. Oh gosh, yeah. Hey, Jaffe called God of War Ragnarok DLC. It is DLC, man. Like, change my mind, dude. It's $70 DLC with microtransactions and armor sets you can buy for real money. I'm surprised he didn't. Oh yeah, did he go on it? Is that what happened? And Jaffe went on that? No, man, no. Serious, as told you before, love my Xbox Series X, but I'm really interested about narrative games. God of War, Days Gone. Oh man, I just don't know. I mean, I guess if you were wanting to play like the older ones, just smile. If you're being legit, bro, if you're being legit and you're not just getting in here to try to be like, oh, I'm going to sell my Xbox and get a PlayStation and just try to get a rise out of people. I mean, honestly, man, that seriously is going to be up to you. Them games are literally one and done. You'll play through them once and you'll be done with them. If you're going to do that, if you've never bought a PlayStation before, if you've never played these games, I do highly recommend, if you're going to switch out and get a PlayStation, that you buy these games on disc so that when you're done, you're not stuck with them. Because if you buy them digital, man, you're going to be done with them. And like, it's great to have them in my collection, because if I ever get a wild hair up my butt and I want to go make a video, like, I can do that. You know what I mean? But if you're really wanting to switch and do story games, man, like, I don't think PlayStation cranks out enough of them every year to justify not having an Xbox. I just don't think they do. They don't. Like, the last of the generation, man, we got like 5 good ones. We got 5 good ones, bro, at the end of the generation. Throughout the whole generation, man, we were getting like 1 game a year, maybe 2, like, from PlayStation first party, but and they weren't like, oh man. Dude, the last 5 games that they put out, like from Horizon Forbidden West, forward, that were Sony first party games. I'm not talking about like Final Fantasy Remake or any of the other stuff that they brought out. I'm talking about their games and their games alone. They brought out what, 6 games all generation that were, well, I mean, from Uncharted 4, they brought out maybe 6 games that were quality. Dude, that was 6 games in 8 years. That or 7 or 8 years, that, like, yeah, dude, those are worth playing. Those are definitely worth playing. But I don't know, man. Xbox is in a different world right now. So I don't know, man. It's up to you. This is the beginning of the generation. It's always the hardest. Whatever. I mean, It's always the hardest at the beginning of the generation. They really lost it with Jaffe just because he wasn't impressed with the Ragnarok trailer and said it looks like a DLC. It does look like a DLC, dude. You're going to pay $70 for another 30 hours or another 25 hours of gameplay. Good morning, Andy. How's it going? Spent most of yesterday downloading classic wrestlers and photo images 8 hours straight. Oh my gosh, man. Ooh, just might buy a used PS4. Yeah, exactly. Just buy a PS4, dude. You can play all those games on a PS. Okay, let's go ahead and remove this dude. Oh, got the crap gamer title again. Yeah, I had to bring a crap gamer title. Joe Biggs, what's up, buddy? He made a God of War games, and he did. Favorite part is when Jaffe pretty much told the real YT Shadow to for trying to put wood. Oh gosh, really? Get old YT Shadow? See, that's the thing, man. These guys get all spun up on these other channels, and then they come over here and they're like, "Oh my gosh, man, I just got to defend my PlayStation." And I'm like, nobody cares about your PlayStation, dude. Nobody cares about your PlayStation first-party games. Not even you care about your PlayStation first-party games, man. How come they're not out selling freaking Elden Ring, man? One of the hardest games that everybody's like, oh, too afraid to play, dude. I just don't get it, man. Like, where are they? Why don't they buy them? PlayStation first. Guys are not hitting like they. Oh yeah, dude, they're not hitting. The ones out of the gate, dude, are not hitting like they did the end of the generation. They're just not. And I'm a freaking gamer, man. If the game came out and it was like boom, blowing my freaking socks off because it was like a PlayStation first party title, that's like blah blah blah, and that. But no, dude, that's not happening. It's not happening, man. Like, do you guys really honestly think that I'm like that big of a fanboy that I buy these games for $70 and I play them and I'm just like, oh man, those are garbage? Why would I do that? Like, seriously, why would I do that? I'm spending my own money on them. Why would I buy these games just to trash them? That doesn't make sense. I literally had the PlayStation 5 before I started this channel. Why would I come out and just start trashing the PlayStation if I really I feel like my arguments are valid. I feel like my I feel like my arguments are valid. I feel like I don't know, man. Like I don't feel like I'm just out here just like I really don't feel like my channel is anywhere close to any of them other Xbox hate channels, bro. I don't feel like my channel's that bad. Elden Ring obliterated everything on the and that's I do I do love it when because I'm sick and tired of being overhyped by PlayStation games. Okay, I was overhyped for Horizon Forbidden West. I admit that I was pretty overhyped for that game. I thought no way, no freaking way, man. Like I knew every day I was like I get this game's gonna be 1080p at 60 frames a second. I knew that, I felt that, but I was like, there's no way, man. Sony's definitely going to do something to make that look better. And then it comes out and it looks worse than freaking 1080p in the performance mode. Like it looks so bad. It's so fuzzy that man, it literally once you see that game running at 4K and you see how beautiful it is, and then you're like, okay, well, this is way too stuttery. I just want to play it at 30 frames, or I just want to play it at 60. Right when you instantly switch, you're like, whoa, what a freaking downgrade. You're like, that's drastic. Ask Shaq, is it that drastic? Am I just being like, I don't feel like I'm being that dramatic about it. Like I really don't feel like I'm being dramatic about it, but it is like such a freaking visual downgrade that you're just like, whoa, really? Really, man? Like seriously, I'm not even capping, dude. I would be perfectly fine if they just made the PS4 Pro version like 4K and gave us 60 frames a second and made that the performance mode on the PS5. I would 100% be happy. I would make content for it. I would say nice things about it. But how am I supposed to like be like, yeah, dude, you should buy that? If like I'm not 100% satisfied with it. I'm not satisfied with that 30 frames per or 60 frames per second mode. I'm not. And I'm not satisfied that the 4K mode looks so dang good that all it can do is run at 30 frames a second. Like I don't you know what I mean? Like I do like the visuals, but that I don't know. It's too much. Get this sand creature out of here. They're going to send in a report to 2K and Xbox people uploading. Oh, wow. Really? They're uploading that kind of stuff? Good, Sebastian. How you doing, buddy? Ginger Ale, what's up, buddy? Halo Infinite, it's 4K 60 on my Series X. Yeah, exactly. You get 4K 60 on that. You get 4K 60 on freaking Horizon, Forza Horizon 5. I was playing Forza Horizon 5 on my PC on the 4K on my 4K TV today, dude. And like, it looks pretty dang good on your Xbox. Like you look pretty good. It looks pretty good. What up, Seb? Didn't see you in MBG chat today. Oh, he was way too busy to be there. Oh, yep. Sooner or later, them story-driven games get stale. I don't know if they get completely stale, OJ. I do like them, but if you spend $70, man, on a game, like you want to play, that game, man. I'm starting to get to the point where it's like, dude, does that even make sense anymore? Like, does it really make sense? I'm going to play this game one time. I'm going to complete it. And then I'm going to be done with it. Does it make sense for me to put $75 on that experience, knowing that I'm not going to get as much time on that as I am like just a good old fashioned Assassin's Creed game. I've almost got 3 times the amount of time played in Elden Ring as I do Horizon Forbidden West. And that's to me, that's like, ooh boy. Actually, I'm gonna download the Horizon Forbidden West game again, and I'm gonna make some content on the PS4 Pro version. Damn, bro, banned for logic arguments. Who got banned? Oh, happy Easter to you. I don't know why people on Jeffrey for his opinion. Oh, well, I 100% support Jeffy's opinion about it being a DLC. It looks like a DLC. It should be a freaking DLC. It doesn't need to be a whole nother freaking $70 game for 20 hours of gameplay. Like, it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be. The new Assassin's Creed DLC that just launched, I haven't even completed it yet. But I guarantee that's going to be over 20 freaking hours, man. Like, I've already got like 7 hours into that DLC, man. Like 7 hours just exploring that world. Oh, I don't know, man. It's so ridiculous these days. Oh, I did. Martu, did you want to play tonight? Sorry, bro. I totally forgot about it. Wait, what were you guys going to play? Oh man, we played Elden Ring almost all freaking day yesterday, except for when I went live and stuff. When I was live, and then I went live for like 3 hours last night just playing Elden Ring. Man, that game is just so amazing, man. It's so amazing. Microsoft got mind control on Sony. Oh yeah, they do, man. That's all the Sony guys think about, man. Is the Xbox. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. The PlayStation 5 is a good console, but I don't think it deserves all the hype that it gets right now. And I'm not saying that Microsoft is like this knight in shining armor that's like, oh, the much better experience. I'm just saying, man, this generation, you really should probably choose wisely. What do you really want out of your gaming system? Like, do you want really expensive story-driven games that you either buy day one or you wait for them to go on sale, or do you want to play everything as much as you can on Game Pass and still have money left over to buy gas and games, bro? Like what is it that you want? Like, I don't know, man. It's so hard to recommend PlayStation with their pricing, dude. Like, I just don't. I just sold my PS5 disc, thinking about selling my digital PS5 too. I probably would have sold the digital one first and started buying your games on disc, man, so you could get money back for them. Here's my thing, dude. I would have freaking I mean it is, sometimes I think, gosh, dude, do I even need the PlayStation 5? But I've already invested so much money in digital games on it that, like, why get rid of it? You know what I mean? Like, I can always make content on those videos, on those games, everything. I just got both. I want it all. Nice. Yeah, exactly, man. And that's kind of the way I look at it. For all the games and all the money I save on the Xbox, I can definitely buy the PlayStation games and play through them and have fun with those. Oh, Elex 2. You guys are playing Elex 2 co-op? Bro, I really started to get into Elex 2 last night. I found these two dudes and they were searching for something. So I followed them. I know I was just playing around with it earlier today too. I was playing around with it on the Series S. I had it hooked up to my 4K TV and I was like, wow, man, that actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, you could tell it's 1440p and it's heavily loaded with fog. So Elex 2 is a good game. I do like Elex 2. It is a solid game. It does kind of feel a little bit, I mean, it feels a little bit like Dark Soulsy, you know, like the older animation stuff like that, but it is what it is. It's pretty good. They literally took me to every faction where I found a portal and they killed all the enemies for me on the way. Yeah, dude, I was just having all of them freaking. I was just walking by. I would just kite some of the monsters, like the big monsters, back to the camp, dude, and they would deal with them for me. That's a pretty cool game, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's pretty cool. You can use the environment to your advantage. Like, I do like. Elex 2 is a pretty deep experience, man. It's definitely something that deserves like the time to sit down and play it. It's the OG PS5 digital with OG 1.0 D brand plates. You can't buy either of them anymore. Have to keep it. I would keep it. I would just keep it, Renegade. Like, there's no reason to not have a PlayStation. Things are going to get better. Like, things are going to get better this generation for both consoles, man. Like, we're going to get stuff, man. It's just so early in the generation and we haven't really seen anything. Everybody's starting to get antsy. Even I am. I'm like, dude, I want to see next gen games now. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. See my Series S tomorrow. Nice. I just unplugged my PS5 because when I turn my TV on, it turns that on when I'm on my Series S. You can change that. Just go into your settings on your PlayStation 5 and turn off the auto thing or whatever. It's literally in your settings. It used to do that to me too. It would make me so mad. It would make me so mad when I would have to switch the input and turn off the PlayStation 5 just to play the Xbox. I just went in there and turned it off. Yeah, it does have some jank to it. Needs a few patches. Yeah, they definitely need to patch it. You're playing on the Series S, right, Sebastian? It's a much smoother experience on the Series X. The Series S is a little bit rough, but it does fluctuate between 30 and 60 FPS pretty decently sometimes. You know, you drop down, you feel it hit the 30s. And it will lag a little bit. It will linger a little bit, but it does usually pick back up and get back up there. Will you be signing up for the new PlayStation tier system, Frog? I'm thinking about it just to test it and make some videos on it. I think I will, at least for a month or two. Just for a month or two to see what it really offers. Just to give the community a solid thing on it. If it turns out to be a good value, Andy, yeah, dude, like I'll keep it. If it turns out to be a good value, I would keep it. But if it doesn't turn out to be a good value, then I don't see no reason to keep it. PS is quality and Xbox has no games. I know. Huh? Did you guys watch that post I did with Jeffrey on King Thrash's channel? Wow, these guys are just yeah. I won't be signing up. I'll let everybody know when it comes out if it's worth it or not, man. Welcome to the dark side, as you haven't gotten your excess yet. Buy 3 years of gold. Yeah, buy 3 years of gold and upgrade that. It is amazing. So worth it, dude. You get to play so many free games. That round table is toxic. Isn't all of YouTube basically becoming toxic, man? I mean, even I'm toxic now. I got toxic freaking headlines. Sorry, man. My light went out. I got to fix it. I just haven't had the time or the patience to deal with it. I told myself back in 2007 when I got my 360, just download and play. I would still have those games now. Literally no reason to own a PS5 right now. Maybe not till 2023 at the best. I mean, Spider-Man 2 will probably launch next year. That that DLC for God of War still scheduled to launch this year, man. It only take them 5 years to make a DLC, bro. I'm like, come on, man, come on. The longer it takes for them to make the game, you know the freaking you know the cutscenes are gonna be ridiculous, man. The cutscenes are gonna be ridiculous. You're like, yeah, man, we got like 18 hours of cutscenes and 5 hours of gameplay, man, dude. Ooh, man, that looks that's pretty bad. I went from Xbox has no games to Xbox is a monopoly. Oh, pretty much. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Skizix Malone? How you doing, man? Welcome back. I'm spending most of my time playing the 360 now. I wish the Series X played all the old. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, man. I do wish that it did have support for discs. If you had discs, I wish it had support for you to play all of that. That would be pretty freaking awesome. That would make me a lot happier because then I could play. Hey, Michael, how's it going, man? Great videos today. Love the console PC overview and the Godfall playthrough. I think I'm going to buy it. I mean, 20. Yeah. There are checkerboards, Michael. There are checkerboards. It looks a little fuzzy in the vegetation if you get too close and pay attention to it. But it is a good game. It is pretty fun. For 29, see, I don't really care much about checkerboards if the price is right. But if I'm paying like $75 for a checkerboard game, dude, I'm like, wait a minute, man. I thought we were talking Crowdy. I mean, you guys got to understand that's where I'm coming from, man. When I'm rating a $70 game and it's got checkerboard or all that other stuff, that's when I'm like, oh man, like, is this really top quality? They said it was going to be top quality. It doesn't. Hello, ponies are so. Dude, ponies are. I think the PlayStation fanboys are the most insecure freaking fanboys on the planet, dude. They really are. They're like those iPhone fanboys, man. They're like, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, the PlayStation's not exactly like I don't know, man. Like I don't hate it. I really don't hate the PlayStation. Like I promise I don't. I play it every now and then when a new Sony game comes out. I play it for a couple hours, man. What's up, OCD Gamer? How you doing, man? All the DLC for Godwall on PS5 is not working. So if you didn't buy it when it released, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm just at all on Sony at this point. PS3 wasn't this bad. Wait, you're saying that the DLC on the PlayStation version's not working? Oh no, you JW, you have to go in there and like download the new version, bro. I had to do that with my PS5. You have to go in and you have to like click on the new version and be like, oh yeah, I want that, and it'll download it, and then everything should work, man. I ran into that same problem too, and I got it fixed. You just have to download the new version for it. You have to download it, wait for it to copy and all that stuff, and you can play it in about a half hour, 45 minutes, depending on your internet speed. You know, for all the complaining that ponies do about Xbox, they don't even know what else is coming out for PlayStation. And at least we have somewhat of an idea for Xbox. King Thrash is the worst fanboy I've seen. Yeah, dude, he does get pretty freaking bad. Jason Hirano. Never understood being a fanboy for one particular system. I mean, yeah, dude, I don't know if it makes sense because, dude, if you go all in as like a 100% fanboy, then you can't like the other one. Like, what the heck, man? Like, you can't like it. I'll tell you what, man. With football, my favorite team is whoever wins the Super Bowl every year. I you know what I mean? Like, that's the easiest way to not become a fanboy. You get a copy of it? No, I haven't, not yet. I might pick it up eventually, Andy. I just haven't. See, I'm not really that big into wrestling, so it's one of those things that, like, if I spend $70 for it, then I might not ever play it really, and then that would be pointless. Damn, thanks for telling me. I know. Oh yeah, no problem, JW. Download that. It should work if you download that. If you download that new version or whatever. I had to download. It didn't do. It didn't really do anything for the PlayStation version, no, man. Like on the Xbox, you get 120 hertz mode. You get freaking 60 FPS in the 4K mode. If you have VRR and 120 hertz display, like everything is amazing on the Xbox. But the PlayStation does make the medals look a lot better. The atmosphere just looks a little more. The atmosphere looks better shaded on the PlayStation. It's not that it's not that it's like, oh my gosh, it's like it does look a little bit better, man. Like the colors are way more punchy on the Xbox, but the freaking but the metals and the everything just, I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. I wish I need to get a 4K capture card and start making some videos on it, because it looks a lot better than most people would think. Like they both look good, but it's really more of a personal choice when it comes to that game. Seriously, I would prefer the Xbox version just because of the added performance modes that you get. Like you get 120 hertz and it feels freaking great, and you also get, like when I'm playing that 120 hertz on my monitor, oh boy, that is freaking nice, dude. It looks nice and crisp and clean, and it's at 120 frames a second. Oh, wait, what have you seen with your own eyes? Oh, you shouldn't add me on Xbox. Oh, yeah, I know that, Jason. MBG, the whole chat was bashing me as soon as I stuck up for myself. He puts me in timeout. Oh, man. I don't know. That's why I don't go to pony sites, bro. No, I'm just joking. The hooves come out. Oh, I just realized PlayStation is Apple, while Xbox is Samsung. Everything is locked down to one, and the other loves everything and everyone. Yeah, exactly. With Android, you can pretty much do whatever you want, and PlayStation is just like, dude, it is so locked down on PlayStation now. It's never felt this. It's never felt this. It's never felt this locked out before, dude. I'm telling you, man. There's something going on with the PlayStation, the way they think and the way they're doing things now. It doesn't make a lick of freaking sense. Sorry, I had to put my other mouse. I got two mouses over here, two freaking different a laptop and a PC. Oh, it does seem like Microsoft is Samsung. It seems like we are getting a lot of freaking. It seems like we're getting a lot of. I don't know, man. I know 10 Sony channels or fanboy channels. They're either fanboy channels or they're Xbox hate channels, bro. Happy Easter. Yes, happy Easter. Happy Easter to everybody, man. All 44 of you amazing, wonderful souls, man. Happy Easter. Hope you guys got enough chocolate covered eggs and all of that stuff. Boy. Oh, I see. Well, if you guys are all sitting there with your family right now, and yeah, hopefully you got the earplug in so nobody can see what you're doing. Because I'd hate for you guys to be stuck at families and nobody wants to talk about video games. So I just decided, man, maybe I should get on there and do it. Go see if mom has any candy. Or just bring me some of your candy, bruh.
I don't have any more candy.
You already ate it all, dude? Dang, bruh. See if mom has a couple pieces for me. I see. I see. Calling him like Kratos. It's funny, man. Boy. She said no? What the freak, man? You little sugar dumplings. No, I'm just joking. Don't be empty-handed, boy. Be better. Don't come back empty-handed. Take your mom's credit card and walk to the store and get me some candy, sir. No, I'm just joking. Then take mine. That term boy gives it a whole new meaning. I know. He's like, get over here, boy. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. Man, we're not talking about that on this stream because I don't want to get. Yeah, dude, we're not getting into that. I might make a video about it sometime, but I don't know, man. It's not worth the time and energy invested into all that, dude. It is whatever. I may watch a Sony game this evening. I may watch a Sony game. I know, like, just watch them on YouTube, bro. No, you're good, Sebastian. If you guys want to talk about that in the Discord, bro, go right ahead. But I'm not putting no more of that stuff on my channel. I'm sorry, man. It just, yeah, dude. I don't want my channel to be known like that. I'm not one of those getting on there and nitpicking about all the companies. I'm not going to nitpick everything. I'm not going to be like, oh, Activision's workers or blah, blah, blah. I don't really care, man. I did it a couple times, and yeah, I just don't care about that stuff. Next year, they'll re-release Blur since Activision likely killed that game. Oh, Blur. I remember Blur. That was pretty good, man. It was pretty good, man. Split Second was pretty decent. I like racing games, man. I really like racing games. Doesn't really seem like much of a story anymore. It's really not. The other one wasn't even that good of a story. It was just something to like sit there and you know, bludgeon Sony with. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna bludgeon Sony. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? They can't control people's individual actions, and I'm not gonna go after them for that. I'm not gonna do that. Here's my Elite 2. Yes, I have used it. It does feel pretty decent. I actually like the new controllers a little bit better just because they feel bigger in my hand. This one here feels a little bit too small for me. But it is good. It is good. I do like it. If you get an Elite controller, definitely get an extra warranty for it. They last about a year. Hey, Fatal Charade, how's it going? I've had a couple of them. They last about a year. I put a lot of hours on them though. I put a lot of hours on them. So with the amount of hours that I put on those controllers, man, like I would say I got. Ooh, I'd love Burnout Revenge to come back. Spent 1,000 plus hours playing that game online. Oh, dude, I love those games. Yeah, well, the way I game, dude, $200. Yeah, that's why I quit buying them. I'll just buy the regular controllers, man. I'm not buying any more of them freaking $200 controllers, man. It's just not worth it for me. Saw your video on going to PC from a console gamer's perspective. I just need to finish leaving the comment I was making. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of woke up and I was thinking about that today. I was like, man, console gaming versus PC game. Because every time I like when I start playing games on the PC, I start getting these little wild hairs up my butt to do a video about PC versus like consoles and stuff. And I mean, that's why I purposely bought a PC that wasn't way too powerful, so that I can, like get like an approximation. I don't want to completely kill my console experience because I know that I'm a console gamer mostly, and this is a console channel, so why would I do? But I will tell you this: 3060 Ti are below, and below are for 1080p, not 1440p. Depends on what you're going for, man. If you're going for FPS, then yeah, 1080p is probably your range. But I'm not really that. My screen maxes out at 165. If I get 120 frames a second, I'm pretty good. And mostly everything I played racing wise, I can hit that 165 hertz refresh rate. So, I mean, and have it at 1440p with maximum settings. I did try Assassin's Creed today with maximum settings at 4K, and I could get 30 frames a second on Assassin's Creed Unity. Get good with a soldering iron. I repair my controllers all the time. If and when they go bad, save myself a lot of money and parts. Hey Onyx, how's it going, man? Yeah, that last my other one, I have two of the Elite Series 2 controllers, and one of them has the bumper button. I resoldered one on there. Oh my goodness. Probably gonna play some after this chat. I'm probably just gonna settle down for the rest of the night, and I'm gonna play a bunch of I'm gonna really try to get into this Expeditions Rome on the PC. Like, this game is pretty freaking solid. I mean, this 3060 Ti, man, is giving me 4K on a lot of games and at a playable frame rate. So I don't think that I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, most PC gamers are like really I see how they go straight to FPS. Like, I see how the being in the PC ecosystem pulls you straight towards like FPS like pretty quickly. Actually, it's like, oh man, you start playing one of your favorite games at really high frame rate, and like you just get a lower resolution monitor, and boom, you're instantly happy. It is for the cost of a 3060 Ti, you could have got the 6700 XT and got better performance for the same cost. Yeah, you're definitely right, but there wasn't any on the shelf, so we went with the 3060 Ti. That was a major factor too, man. I was able to walk into a store and pick this up off the shelf and purchase it when I bought it. 4K 60, pretty easy on a 3060 Ti, right? Yeah, pretty easy on a lot of stuff, actually. I just saw some on Newegg and Amazon. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely have some, but I mean, like, I'm not to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta have like the maximum power on my PC, man. Like, I just don't. I'm a console gamer, and I'm probably gonna stay that way. What I got this PC for is, I mean, I did a lot of research on it because there was a lot of these 3060 Ti's, on the shelf. I could get one fairly easy when I decided to buy it. I weighed my pros and cons. I did a lot of research on it before I picked it up. I mean, I wanted Nvidia no matter what. I wanted Nvidia no matter what, because I wanted to be able to utilize DLSS and, better ray tracing. So I wanted Nvidia no matter what. So it was wait like wait a month for a 3080 build, or get this and have it now. You can always talk about the golden age of gaming, like when Sony challenged Nintendo, Xbox took the baton from Sega and forged a new path. How PC never died, has predicated and got bigger. Yeah. PC gaming is literally freaking huge, and there's so much information out there that I think that's one of the things that puts up a mental block for a lot of people, is because it doesn't matter what PC build you buy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what one I would have bought. I still would have had to deal with, you could have got something better. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter like what you buy. You're always going to hear well, you could have got this better, or you could do this different, or you could do that. And it's like, and I mean, most people are just like, it's just, you don't want to spend $2,000 on a PC and just to feel like you didn't get something that's good enough. I mean, people say it might be a 1440p or a 1080p machine or whatever, but I physically tested it myself, and the results that I've been satisfied with, man. Like, I can play all the games that I have 4K at like 60 frames a second. I mean, yeah, I might have to play around with some of the settings, but I mean, even medium settings on a lot of these games are better than the console settings. So for the most part, like, my experience on the PC has been fine. Like, I don't need a super powerful PC yet. As long as you're satisfied, that's all that matters. I mean, yeah, it's not that I don't take the recommendations that everybody gives me. Um, oh, I know, man. High settings is a sweet. I trust me. I love looking at the high settings. I mean, I was just playing Forza. I'm getting maximum settings on Forza Horizon 5 at pretty close to 60 frames a second at native 4K with this card. That's better than the Xbox Series X. I'd get, I can adjust my field of view, all kinds of stuff. So I mean, as long I mean that's basically why I bought the PC I bought, because I just want to be able to, like, when a game comes out, I want to be able to, if I have access to the PC build, I want to see what it looks like with max settings so that I can kind of compare it to what I'm getting on the consoles, because I'm trying to learn how to like really compare stuff and like really see what I can and what I can't get, and kind of see, for myself what these consoles are really capable of, because I'm sick and tired of having to rely on people that, could be biased one way or another. You know what I mean? Like Digital Foundry, it seems like they're pretty biased towards PlayStation, because all my testing with all the games I've played and bought on both consoles, I'm not coming to the same results they come to. I'm not coming to like, oh yeah, that looks way better on the PlayStation. I'm not coming to that. I mean, I've literally played a lot of Elden Ring on PlayStation 5 and Xbox, and I'll tell you right now, the PlayStation 5 version feels a lot worse more frequently. Even if FTC stopped the deal with FPS, with Microsoft sue them, FTC would have to have a really good reason why they didn't approve it. But I have a feeling it won't be stopped. Next time you load up Forza, turn on FSR in quality mode, you'll get 4K with a frame boost. FSR works on NVIDIA cards as well. Okay, I'll try that. I'll try that. I did see the option for it. I did see an option for like upscaling, but I wanted to see what it looked like native, and I was literally getting like 55. It was like pretty close to 59. But I will tell you, when I went out back by the cliffs, I was dropping down to like 49 frames a second, and it was starting to feel a little unstable back there. So, but I had everything at literally extreme, like all my visuals at extreme with native resolution. So I'm wondering if maybe if I turn a couple things down just a little bit, how much better it will work. How about that? Oh gosh, Onyx, why would you do that to me? Yeah, I loaded up Batman today on the 4K TV with maximum settings at 60 frames a second, and I was like, wow, dude, this is actually really, 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 really unbelievably good. Yeah, it holds up really well, man. Character models hold up really well. I was like, dang, man, that is impressive. I mean, it already looked good when I bought it back when it first came out on, what was it, PlayStation 4? Yeah, I bought that when it came out on PlayStation 4. And it looked good back then, but now when you play it now, you're like, whoa, man, this is insane. You're right. True PC master race elitists can be more toxic than console fanboys. PC equals personal computer. It should always be about your budget and what you want. It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I like the fact that this channel has ultimately pushed me toward, getting a PC, because I don't think I would have ever got one before this channel. I mean, seriously, if I wouldn't have bought this laptop to run this channel and seen what DLSS could do on this 3050 Ti, I was like, oh boy, man, maybe I should look into this a little bit. And that kind of helped push me over the edge. When I heard majority of shareholders, we're talking about the Activision thing. Those guys aren't real PC gamers. Those are console fanboys who switched over, or console fanboys with gaming PCs. I know. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. I've got a couple of PlayStation first party exclusives that I got on PC, man. And I'll tell you what. Let me see. Do I have one of those things? I got Days Gone downloaded right now, and I believe I've got Horizon Zero Dawn. downloaded right now. Oh, Deathloop. I'm getting way better performance on Deathloop than I get on. Actually, maybe I should. I don't think I didn't try Deathloop on that today. I got my Xbox Series X a few months ago, and I love this thing. Rise, Son of Rome, dude. I get 4K 60 frames a second on the PC. MotoGP 2021. I get 4K 60 Overpass. TT Isle of Man, Expeditions Rome, I get 4K 45 or something. I think that one might be a lot more CPU heavy. I know that just upgrading my RAM will get me a little bit better FPS too, because I need to upgrade my RAM. Mostly everything I've tried on there, I'm getting 4K 60 with max settings. So some games I do have to use DLSS, but some games I really don't have to. So I got Batman Arkham Knight when it was a slideshow on PC. Oh, on PC. It tells me they know it will pass. Activision has stopped Sony from publishing Call of Duty in Japan. Activision has stopped making yearly Call of Duty, and they have even hired many people. They actually offered all their QA at $20 an hour minimum. And full-time positions, because Microsoft is probably like, yeah, we'll keep them. Microsoft is wanting. I think that's what they're wanting, is the talent, dude. If they buy all the talent, you can't deny that Call of Duty is good. Call of Duty, freaking Vanguard, the visuals in that game are literally phenomenal. They look amazing. I just want my my console games to look good and play at a decent. Yeah, I have M.2. In my PC build, yeah, it's a 1 terabyte Western Digital that came with it. I've actually got an extra PCIe slot that I was thinking about putting some more storage in, or I'm going to get the 4K capture card and put it in there. I mean, once prices for like them 3080s come down, maybe I'll go buy one of them cards and stick it in there. But I feel like I would have to upgrade my. I feel like I would have to upgrade my power supply if I do a bigger card. Maybe I could get a 3070 in there and still have, and it still be good. But I'm thinking that I'd probably have to do that. I think 2 years ago it was all PlayStation, but they were all timed exclusives. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. That's the thing. Everything came out and it was all, oh, Big C Dub. What's up, man? Go 3080. I might. I just don't really know if I have a need for it, because most of the gaming I'm going to be playing on my PC will be on the monitor. I'm actually really considering upgrading my sim rig. So I'm probably going to end up getting a new monitor and then a stand for it, so I can use my sim rig on that. I have 500 gigabyte Western Digital SN750 and a 2 terabyte Western Digital SN850. I was thinking about just pulling that 2 terabyte card out of the PlayStation 5 that I bought for it, man, and just sticking the 1 terabyte in that. Dinner's done, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's probably not the best time to buy a 3080. Yeah, not right now. Definitely not right now. If you're good with 1440p, you got nothing to worry about. Yeah, I'm solid with 1440p, man. It actually looks great. I mean, you start going to 4K and then it's just costing way too much money. That's why I'm perfectly to the point where I could hook my Series X and my PS5 up to a 1440p monitor. I just want a bigger monitor. You know what I mean? I want a bigger monitor. If I could get I wish I could get a 55-inch monitor, man. I know I can use my TV as a monitor, blah blah blah, but I don't need a 4K. I just need 1440p. Oh, I would much rather, like me personally, I would much rather have max settings at 1440p at a higher frame rate than 4K with medium settings. 43-inch monitor, but it cost around $1,300. Yeah, see, FRP, they are dropping on price. Okay, so I'm gonna go eat dinner and then I'll come back and do another stream. Okay, guys. I just don't want to eat in front of you. Blitz, great monitor. So I might do a gameplay stream after this. It took a lot of Sony backdoor practices. Hey, bro, have a good dinner. What? Yeah, probably like a half hour or so. Dinner's already done. I eat fast. I grew up in a family with 12 kids, bro. I eat fast. I love the Elden Ring stream. Yeah, maybe I'll do another Elden Ring. Maybe I'll just throw some more Elden Ring on and do some Elden Ring tonight, man. That was pretty fun. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just go around and try to help people beat bosses or something. Just do like a fun stream tonight. I do inhale it. Yeah, me too. People are always making fun of me for how fast dude, I eat so fast it's not even funny. I mean, okay, like I eat food at first break and it's 10 minutes long, so I got to eat fast there, so I don't get to enjoy my food there. When I get home, like I'm wanting to be online and doing work and stuff. Which reminds me, I need to eat dinner. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna go eat dinner and then I'm gonna live stream some more Elden Ring. I like to take my time and enjoy my food. Nope, not me, man. I just want to get her done. So, all right, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for coming.